Hey, do you want to know about Geek Game Days VFM? You can get games like Steampunk Rally, normally $50 for only $15. Castle Panic for only $6 or best offer. You can get Small World, which is $60 retail, 45 on Amazon for only $15. You can get Race for the Galaxy for only $10. Tiny Epic Kingdoms with the expansion for $5. Or even House on the Hill, normally $56, but on sale on Amazon currently for 40. But you could just pay $15 only at the VFM. Or Fireball Island for only $5. Or Heat Pedal to the Metal, a really hot game right now. Instead of 75, you could just pay 45. So this is all in the virtual flea market for Geek Game Days, and this is coming up. So what's a virtual flea market? It's a place that you can buy and trade games used, and you do it all online. So what you do is you go to the Geek Game Days link in the description here, and then if you scroll down, you'll see there's two search functions. I like both of these for various reasons. So here we're at the Sundered Realms link, and I click on available games, sort by game name, and let's say I want, oh, this game looks good. I like this game. Three Ring Circus, only $20. Let's check it out. I click this link here. It takes me to the Geek item page. And if this is a game I want, I can leave a comment here saying, I want, please. And I recommend that you put the name of the game that you're buying so that you can track your comments later. Three Ring Circus. Now you've got to be a BGG member. And if you haven't created a BGG account, for what you can actually do is haven't signed up for BGG, you'll see in this top right hand corner, join, it's free. You can create an account. And then once you've created an account, you'll be able to add a comment of what you want. And I recommend putting the game name here. And then you click subscribe to Geek List item, and then you hit post. Then this person will likely respond to you saying, oh, it's sold now, and mark this item as sold. Some listings allow you to also negotiate. You can put offers in, or some of them are actually auctions as well. So if we go back to the top of this post again, this is called a geek list. This geek list is where people are adding their items for sale. And then Jonathan has kindly put all these nice little links here, instructions. So this second Eric Betta's link, if you click here, this takes me to another search, which is similar. And you'll see that there's 993 games available right now, about 161 of the sold, and there's about 61 participants. The reason I like this particular link is because I can sort by the most recent. This allows me to see what the newest games are. So if you're constantly reloading lists and you want to see what the new games are, you can do the most recent. So here's an example of what happens. Andrew was selling this game Harbor for $5. Jeff decided to make Smiles, I'll be there at the virtual flea market, $5. Andrew Grant said, sold, see you at the VFM. So he got this game with this expansion for $5. And on Saturday of the Geek Game Days, everyone's going to be meeting up at a particular time, and everyone's going to trade their games. We're going to have signs with everyone's username so people can find each other. Sellers are going to set up tables, and buyers are going to go up to the sellers. They're going to hand money, or they do PayPal or whatever they do. Like, for example, Andrew here prefers cash, but he can also do PayPal with friends or families. And the exchange will be at the virtual flea market, or you can arrange with Andrew to meet with him locally in Euless. Most people have their own conditions or whatever they can do, but most people will be at the VFM on Saturday. And this is where you can buy games virtually for cheap. If you've got a bunch of games to sell, you can actually go back to the top here and you can scroll through this list. And you can see here, there is a VFM posting tool. This tool will allow you to actually type in your username and load up all the games that you have for trade. So if you've got a huge list of games you want to mark as for trade, this is what you do. So if you've got a BGG account, if you search these games and you go under here in collections and you put in, click this button for trade, that's going to add it into your for trade collection. Once you do that, we can actually go to your profile here and you'll see games owned, games you previously owned. But in this case, we're dealing with for trade. So you can go through, search all your games, mark them as for trade. And then when you click them, you'll see that I have here 57 games for trade. So when I load the tool for mass adding games, I type in my username and hit load, it's going to load all of my games in ForTrade. And then I can add a description, I can change the auction type here, I can put in the bid, and I can hit add item. And that will go ahead. So let's say I'm trying to sell this game for $5. I click add, and you'll see it will add an item at the bottom of this big long list with all the stuff already pre-made. And then I can just hit save. And then this game will be for sale. And other people can add to it or buy it. The official meetup time that we're going to actually do the trade is going to be Saturday, August 3rd at 10 to 11 a.m. So most people are going to meet then, but you can actually meet anytime. You can just email the people individually anytime during the whole convention where it's these hours to meet up with them. If you don't want to deal with the whole virtual thing and bidding and buying, you can also just show up at the bazaar, which will happen soon after the VFM meetup. And that's where people can just bring their games, post them, and sell them for cash or whatever you prefer digitally to collect. And you'll find many deals there too. If you want to be able to post on the VFM or buy from the VFM, you do need a badge to participate, or you can just get a single day pass for $20. And this virtual flea market at Geek Game Days is how you can get a bunch of crazy deals. It's not too late to bid. Go ahead and create a BGG account and start bidding on the games that you want and win you some cheap games.